Bulavinaka, good evening, namaste, assalamu alaikum, ladies and gentlemen, namaskaram. I'd of course like to firstly acknowledge the Governor of the Reserve Bank of Fiji, who's here with us and has joined us this evening. The Assistant Minister for Infrastructure is also here, Honorable Vijay Nath. Our host, the Sharma family, and of course the matriarch of the family, the mother of the three sons who's here with us. We'd like to acknowledge her, and the children of the Sharmas here too. Ladies and gentlemen, these types of occasions are not meant for long speeches, nor do I intend to give a long speech. But essentially, I would like to congratulate the Sharma family for coming up and in fact fulfilling this particular project. I was actually myself surprised when, because I did not know exactly where it was. And they told me it's past the mandir. And I was trying to figure out in my head, where is such a big building? And of course it's quite, well hidden from the main highway, which I think is the beauty of it also. But it gives it that privacy. But I think what is even more impressive, the investment by the Sharma family, is of course, they started this building whilst we actually had the COVID pandemic around. We actually had, the first outbreak we had around about in March or so, the year before last. Then we had a lull period, we had no cases. It was during that period that they started this investment. That period, of course, many people took it to be an uncertain period. They do not know what the future would hold. But I think quietly, business people who actually had the foresight, had the vision, had the wisdom, knew that that was the right time to invest. Indeed, in the same way as we have been putting in place many incentives and policies through government, both in 2019, 2020, 2021, to incentivize businesses to actually pre-position themselves so when the economy actually opens up, they are not reacting to the opening up of the economy, but they're already prepared for the economy. So the fact of the matter is that now, as you know, that we are able to now gather in these numbers through various protocols, and this particular event center has been certified by the Ministry of Commerce, Trade and Tourism, and I understand next month there'll be a wedding here from somebody in the family. So, which is great. And as has been highlighted by our MC, there are many opportunities for businesses if people were to be able to be creative. We all know that in this particular corridor, there's hardly any very good venues for weddings, functions, birthdays. And when you have such a investment that's done in a very professional manner, with professional car parking, the center is so good, you know that it will not only provide business for the investor, but provide enormous convenience to members of the public. And I'm sure you'll agree with that. As I was saying to Mr. Sharma that I've got a couple of other business ideas for him that he can take advantage of. Because if you look around, you'll see that there are many societies changing. As I said at a function, I was in Ba last night at a place called China Koti. It is very interesting, this place in Ba is called China Koti, just for information. As you know, China Koti means place of China. There was at one point in time, many decades ago, I think it was in the early 1900s, there's one particular part in Ba where they actually brought cane farmers from China who came to do cane farming. So that area became known as China Koti. So I was at the China Koti temple. And as I mentioned to them over there, that now in Fiji, over 70% of the population is below the age of 40. There are many young people. Young people, obviously, when the younger the population, there's more marriages will take place. But they're also looking for service-driven businesses. People want to be served well, they want to work in a good environment, they want to have a function in a nice, clean environment. It has to be of high quality. So businesses that can offer that type of service, that can offer that type of infrastructure, it means that the public is also getting what they want, and businesses will also be doing quite well too. So ladies and gentlemen, I think, from my side anyway, I think we should all put our hands together and show our appreciation to the investors for doing this. And I'm sure many of you will actually benefit from it. We've seen that a lot of former Fijians now come to Fiji, have their family members getting married, or they come back to Fiji to get married. All of these things actually provides a particular level of convenience for everybody. The last but not least point that I would like to make also, which is really important for us, is that all of this is being facilitated in an environment where there is stability. We need to continue to have stability. We need to continue to have confidence in the economy, in government consistent policies. All of these things do matter. If things chop and change all the time, it won't give people confidence. You know, for example, now that we are forging a way forward, and I'd like to thank everybody that's been vaccinated. We've got one of the highest rates of vaccinations in the world, about 93% of the Fijian adult population. And now, of course, we're vaccinating those between the ages of 15 and 17 are now vaccinated, which is great. With that certainty in mind, and with government policies backing that up, we know exactly what's going to happen. Next week, on the 7th of Feb, for example, the children go back to school in primary school. High school is now open. With now people following all the protocols, as higher rates of vaccination actually increase or get higher, we'll be able to do a lot more with the economy. So we need everybody's assistance. We need everybody's collaboration, because together we'll be able to forge a much better future for all of us, and indeed for our children. So ladies and gentlemen, with those words, I'd like to once again congratulate the investors. Thank you once again for coming here, and I wish you a very good evening. Naka, thank you very much.
Can we have a round of applause?